Hello, Aquarius. Thank you for tuning in to your general read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Modern Spellcaster's Tarot by Melanie Marquis, illustrated by Scott Murphy. For the supportive Oracle cards, I'm using the Modern the Angel Answers Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. I almost repeated the same thing I just said. I already shuffled. Let's go ahead and get these out here. Only 2 Oracle cards, but that's okay. I think what kind of shocked me is it feels like there's a pile of cards here, but there might only be 2. The situation you're coming into, you got the 9 of Wands, and this isn't the action line. Like, I don't feel like only you, but other people also are feeling really kind of nervous about where this situation is going. People are very uncomfortable. You're among those people. Now, when I'm seeing this, I'm seeing on your side this, is there just 2 or 3 cards here? There's just 2. So, is that a good, yes there is. Okay, so, you're uncomfortable. You're uncomfortable, you're not confident with it really yet. You're hoping, but the situation is making you and a few other people nervous. Now, what's going through your thoughts is, you've got the 4 of Swords, you've got the 2 of Wands. So this energy by itself is like you're keeping your mouth shut about some things, and you're really trying to think it through, like, what should I do? But I'm also getting, especially the way these cards are coming out, like that's the 2 of Wands behind the 4 of Swords, but the second wand you can't see yet. And I feel like you're looking for other options. You're feeling still tied to the situation, but you're seeming to trying to see what else you can do that's already here that you can work with. And what you're not expressing, one of the things you got the 4 of Swords about is what's behind the 4 of Swords, which is the 2 of Cups. You're very devoted. You have a lot of, you're very emotionally invested to this. Let's put it that way. You care a lot about this situation, but you're trying to keep your feelings out of it. You're trying to see it more analytically, because you're feeling like for this to really have a chance, for this to get back on solid ground, you need to keep your wits about you. You can't get emotional. You're feeling that you can't get emotional about it right now. That's how I'm connecting. If this reading is working for you, that's what I'm really connecting to here. Now, as we're coming into this next spot, this is the strongest. This is on the other side. I feel like this is something to do with what everybody's nervous about. And with a general read, I'm going to say this could go in a few different directions, granted, but when I saw this card, the guy at the top there, drinking out of that goblet, my first thought was alcohol. That's my first thought. That definitely could go a lot of different ways, but I'm feeling like somebody is out of control at the very least. And this is the part of that energy that everybody, not everybody, but you and a few other people are very uncomfortable with, don't know what's going to happen next, not sure what to do about it. This is the energy you're dealing with. Something seems to be like out of control a little bit and just not on solid ground. And I'm getting like the way that person or situation, I'm thinking it's more of a person, but if it's a situation, the way that it's affecting the whole, like you and what's actually happening, is it's making people feel like this is going to come to ruin at some point. Currently it's kind of holding on, but by the skin of your teeth. Like it's something that I feel like you and a few other people are fearing, like this is destined to come to ruin if it keeps going the way it is. With the 5 of Cups, it's a little, it may be a very liberal way to interpret that, but that's what I'm feeling here. Like you're afraid, like it's not completely lost, it's not completely down and out yet, but like, you know, what is it, 2 or there's 3 cups knocked over, 2 left, but you're afraid that, you know, if this keeps going the way it is, those last 2 cups will be lost as well. And I feel like what's also going on here, and I almost feel like this is partly what you're doing, partly advice, look for your opportunity. Because I'm getting like, they're saying look for a sign, like the opportunity is coming here to turn this around. I do feel like it's definitely something, if this is someone who's very destructive, they have to make that conscious effort themselves. You can't make them do that. But I do feel like when they're saying look for a sign, like this person is coming to that point where they're ready to try. Because when that moment happens, I feel like you're ready. Like, I almost feel like you pounce on it. Like, the moment's there where you can make this go better, and poof, you're like, all right, now, let's do it. Like, we have our opportunity. Like, we need this to go better. Like, this is the moment. Because I'm getting the Emperor on your side. It's about you. It's about the people you're connected with. It's about this other person. You're you're about the whole picture. The whole picture. That's what the Emperor is, for me anyway. The whole picture. So you're seeing the chance. You're not letting this skip by. You don't know how long it's going to last, but you see the moment, you're getting on it. You're pouncing right on it is what I'm getting. But that's warranted here. It's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. Your moment comes. I'm getting... Everything seems to kind of congeal in a good way. In the sense of, like, you got the Ace of Pentacles, what happens next. You do your best to make things go well. The opportunity comes. You seize it. You're doing the best you can. I'm getting the Ace of Pentacles here as saying it's definitely dependent on the other person, whatever's going on here. I mean, it's just, you're not going to have complete control over this, and there is a variable, like a wild card, if you will, going on there. But the way it's looking for the majority of you, this should cement in. This is like going to start things in a better direction. But definitely the Ace is a start. Pentacles is a slow mover. It's not going to be, everything's not going to be great right off the bat. I don't feel like you would even think that would be possible anyway. Because the way this situation feels, I don't feel like you would be thinking or expect this to go really well right off the bat. But you're going to see progress. You're going to see some promise here, if I will. So it starts off well. It's definitely a long haul situation. And as it keeps going here, because this keeps going forward, I'm getting other people are taking this over. Is that true? Because I'm getting the Six of Pentacles. This person, or whatever this is that needs some help here, that's out of control, that help is happening, but I feel like it's not directly from you. You may have been one of the people that got it into play or brought this person together with that help that they needed. But I feel like you're like I feel like you're on the outside of it, because I feel like you'd like to be more directly connected, but you're actually seeing like this. There's a better way to do this. Letting other people handle it. Your feeling is this is the better way to have a long-term positive resolution. And I feel like that's why you're kind of stepping back. You're just like, you know what? This has a better chance of really turning around for the better if I just step out and let these other people handle it. Because you got the Ten of Pentacles here on your side. I do feel like you're stepping back. You're still invested. Still very, very much invested, but you have a lot of confidence. You feel very, very strongly that this is the best course of action for a positive future. You're very confident with it for good reason. Because the Ten of Pentacles is a solid, happy financial moment. And I'm getting more in this situation saying it's very grounded, it's very stable for you to step back right now. You need to step back because it's for the best outcome. And you're doing that because it's for the best. I just keep saying that. Like, I know it's the Ten of Pentacles. You're definitely still invested. You're not writing this person off in any respect. But you're stepping back and letting somebody else handle it because you see that it's the best way to do this. And what I'm getting as this goes forward, like, I feel like your connection with this person is healing because you're able to step back and you let them take that on their own. It's removing a lot of stress from you. It seems to be helping the other side too because they're sorting it through on their own, and it's not something that you have to be like on pins and needles, like how do I act, what do I say, you don't have to be the one like looking out for them. You still care and you'll help them where possible, but it's not something where you're like trying to save the day. You know what I mean? You don't have to be that one. And it seems to make the relationship between you and this other person a lot better. It's a lot easier for the forgiveness and everything else that has to come with it later to be. It's just easier for both you and them because you get to step back and you get some like relief from it. You're still connected, like I said. The relationship is healing. You're still connected. You're not walking away from this person, but you're stepping back and letting somebody else take control of it because it's better for you and this other person. All right, they're telling me that's all we need to say with that. So I'm going to shut that down there. Thank you for watching. Of course, if you would like a reading for me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.